Ayodhya chapter 75. We are continuing with Bharata's description that he has not sinned against his brother, and the person who conspired to exile Rama will definitely incur a lot of sin. Symptoms 11 and 12 are mentioned in verse 30. Payasam, Krisharam, Chagam, Vritha, so Ashnatur Nirgrana, Gurumachapi Avajanatu Yasya Aryo Anumate Gata. May that pitiless person who conspired to exile my brother acquire the demerit in the same way as a person who partakes the sweet milk rice, sesame rice, and goat's flesh without purpose or invoking and offering it to the gods and disrespects the teachers. There are 3 different food items mentioned here. One is payasam or sweet milk rice. The second one is krisharam, that is sesame rice, and the third is chagam or goat's flesh or mutton. Bharata is mentioning these 3 types of food to indicate 3 different classes of people. People who are in sattva guna eat sweet milk rice. They eat a very sattvic food. Sesame rice or krisharam is usually given to the pitris. And people propitiate the pitris to ensure that something good happens to them. So they are more in the mode of passion or rajoguna. The Vedas dictate that one should abstain from meat. But if it is extremely difficult for a person to follow this diet, they can have goat meat provided they themselves kill the goat and tell the goat that in this janma he is killing the goat and in the next janma the goat can come over and kill him. But either way, a person, despite what guna they actually belong to, they are supposed to offer everything to the Lord and then they are supposed to take it. And if we don't offer food to the Lord, then it is a huge sin. Now let us try to understand this from the Bhagavad Gita perspective. In Bhagavad Gita 9:24, Lord Krishna says that he is the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhur eva cha. Then he goes on to say in 9:27, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Yat karoshi, yat ashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva mad arpanam. Mad arpanam, Krishna says, do it as an offering to me. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada has said, thus it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. Everyone has to eat something to live. Therefore, he should accept the remnants of foodstuffs first offered to Krishna. And here Bharata talks about offering the food to the Devatas. In 9:23, Krishna says, Yepi anya devata bhakta yajante shraddhaya anvitaha tepi mam eva kaunteya yajanti avidhi purvakam. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with full faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Therefore, Bharata says that even though offering food first to the Devatas is not really recommended, the person who eats food without even first offering it to the gods has committed a huge sin. And this is equivalent to the person who conspired to send Rama into exile. Now we see the second symptom. What is it? Gurun avajanatu. Disrespect towards Guru. What is the meaning of Guru? Guru means the person who is heavy with knowledge. The Guru is a person who guides another living entity towards the Lord. Therefore, disrespecting the Guru is not considered okay. The Guru is a conduit for the Lord's love to trickle through and come to us. Therefore, disrespecting the Guru is equivalent to disrespecting the medium through which the Lord's love flows towards us. The Guru is also a great devotee of the Lord. Therefore, disrespecting the Guru is disrespecting a devotee of the Lord. And the Lord is not happy when his devotee is disrespected. This is a sign of Vaishnava aparad. By the way, the Lord does not care if he is praised or chastised. In the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st chapter, Yudhishthira asks sage Narada how Shishupala was able to merge into the body of Lord Krishna. And in verse 24, Narada explains that a person who has a wrong conception of life is subjected to the dualities like praise and chastisement. Since the Lord has no material body, he has no false conception of I and mine. Therefore, it is incorrect to think that he feels pleasure or pain when blasphemed or offered prayers. In Bhagavad Gita 9:29, Krishna says, I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Samoham sarva bhuteshu, na me dveshosti na priya, ye bhajanti tu ma bhaktya, mayi te teshu chapi aham. So Krishna takes special interest in his devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental service. A guru is a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, and Krishna says that his devotees are Mayite, they are in him. Naturally, as a result, the Lord is also in them. Therefore, disrespecting the Guru, who is a great devotee of the Lord, does not please the Lord. Even though he himself is completely tranquil to both praise and chastisement. Then how can the Lord be happy with us? And therefore, is there any sin greater than displeasing Rama? Obviously not. Therefore, Bharata says that the person who has conspired to send Rama into exile has committed this huge sin equivalent to disrespecting a guru or committing Vaishnava aparad. Symptoms 13, 14 and 15 are mentioned in verse 31. Gascha sparshatu padena gurun parivadet svayam mitre druhyeta so atyantam yasya aryo anumate gata. The person who sent my brother into exile may incur the sin of kicking the cows, of personally abusing the elders, and of deceiving a friend. Symptom 3 and symptom 13 are very similar. Symptom 3, as mentioned in verse 22, says, Hantu padena gam suptam, a person kicking with his foot a sleeping cow. And in verse 31, we have the phrase, Gascha sparshatu padena, the person who kicks cows. So it's not just sleeping cows. Any cow should not be harmed. They should not be kicked. We should not touch them with our feet. Because cows are one of the 7 mothers as mentioned in the Vedic literature. Therefore, harming a cow is tantamount to harming one's own mother. Therefore, that should simply not be done. A cow nourishes us with her milk and with her sweet nature. Therefore, we are not supposed to harm a cow because she is like a mother to us. So, this is symptom number 13. The person who sent Rama into exile has incurred the same sin as harming a cow who is equal to our mother. The next symptom, that is symptom 14, is Gurun Parivadet Svayam. Svayam means personally, Parivadet means abusing, Gurun means elders. So, personally abusing elders is a huge sin. In the 45th chapter of Ayodhya Kand, we saw Brahmanas who were old chasing the chariot of Lord Rama. And sage Valmiki specifies that they were Vriddha in Trividham, in 3 different ways. They were old in Jnanena, by knowledge, Vayasa, that is age, and Ojhasa, by their luster, by their spirituality. So the Gurun that Bharata is speaking about is a person who is elder to us in terms of learning, age, and spirituality. A child might be more advanced in spirituality than a grown-up. Take Hiranyakashipu and Prahalad, for example. Take Prahalad and his 3 brothers, for example. So, abusing Prahalad was not beneficial for Hiranyakashipu. Rama shows the ideal behavior, and even though he is a supreme lord, he has no problems bowing down to sage Vishwamitra or sage Vashishta to prove that that is how human beings are supposed to behave, bowing down to the elders. Another example, Rama and Lakshmana were just 2 nakshatras away. Rama was born on Punarvasu nakshatra and Lakshmana was born on Ashleshya nakshatra. Therefore, they are approximately of the same age. And we know that Mother Sita is 7 years younger than Lord Rama. Yet Lakshmana always views her as his own mother, and he has never even seen her face, and he constantly bows down at her feet. So she is older to him in her spirituality, in her devotion to Lord Rama. So age is not the only definition of being elder to another person. Sometimes young people are very spiritually advanced. Anyway, abusing any of these people is just wrong. And since we have no idea who is more spiritually advanced than us, it is just easier to follow the principle Trinadapi Sunichena Tarurapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Trinadapi Sunichena. Be more humble than the blade of grass. Tarurapi Sahishnuna. Be more tolerant than a tree. And it is absolutely essential to follow this principle because we do not know who is more spiritually advanced than us. Therefore, Bharata says, the person who conspired to send Rama into the forest incurs the same sin as someone who abuses a person who is more advanced than himself. That advancement could be by age or by spirituality or by wisdom. The 15th symptom is mitre druhyeta atyantam. Mitre means friend, atyantam means greatly, and druhyeta means causes offense. That means a person who causes offense to his friends, or a person who deceives his friends. Basically, a false and faithless friend. In Kishkinda Kand, we get to see Sugriva become the friend of Lord Rama. And Sugriva, even though he had his own initial misgivings about Rama's power, is firmly convinced that righteousness exists in the side of Lord Rama. And in Yuddhakand, we see that when Ravana sends over a minister called Shuka in the form of a bird, Sugriva does not agree to his proposal to betray Rama and become friends with Ravana. And we will see how Shuka is dealt with in Yuddhakand. But the most important thing is that Sugriva had the opportunity to betray Rama and he does not do so. Now let us look at another example. In Uttarakhand, the monkeys and the Rakshasas who had come to Ayodhya to witness Lord Rama's coronation returned to their respective countries, that is Kishkinda and Lanka. And whenever Rama conducted the sacrifices like the Ashwamedha Yajna, he would send envoys and ask Sugriva and Vibhishan and their friends to come to Ayodhya, and he would ask them to serve the others. So they behaved as part of Rama's family and they served the other guests. Now, anybody else would have probably felt a little chagrined at the fact that they, being the king, are made to serve other people. But Sugriva and Vibhishan do not feel anything of that sort at all. They are just happy to serve Rama in whatever capacity he wants them to serve him. But they teach the world how friends are supposed to behave. Be there for each other. In whatever capacity that you are needed, you should be there for your friend. And let's say, hypothetically, Sugriva were to listen to Shuka's proposal, Rama would still have won the war. It's not that he needs someone to help him. He's just providing the opportunity to the others to serve him. Rama would still have won the war, but we would not have known the level of affection that Sugriva has for Lord Rama. So the betrayal of friends has multiple repercussions. Therefore, in the olden days, friends used to use Agni as a witness and they used to solemnly swear to be good friends with each other. Of course, these days no one actually does things like that. But we should know that friendship is a very deep-rooted sentiment that should not be taken frivolously. Therefore, keeping in context how people treated friends in Treta Yuga, if a person were to betray such a friend, he is actually going against sacred vows. Hence, Bharata says that the person who conspired to send Rama off into the forest incurs the same sin as a person who deceives his friend, despite knowing the repercussions that come from betraying a close friend.